Good morning. So it's the second day of the Reading Rush readathon and I didn't stay much up yesterday, but I did manage to read 30% of Anna and the French Kiss. And I know I made some comments, but I do have some more comments on Anna and the French Kiss. I'm enjoying it because it's light-hearted. However, I do have like a few, it's not problems so far. I don't have problems with it. I just have little small things that I'm like iffy about, and I think I've highlighted them. So yeah, so Anna had a boyfriend back in Atlanta, I think, and they broke up because neither one of them was feeling it and they didn't like each other that much. Actually, I think she didn't like him. I think he liked her. And he got into another relationship with another girl who's described as those typical popular girls that flick their hair, and she literally says, "So I was a waste of time because Cherry Milliken liked him all along and she totally puts out. Everyone knows it." Ooh, we're starting with a bit of slut shaming. That's nice. That's nice. And then her best friend confirms it on an email that, you know, that she's that type of girl, which, cool, okay, but like that's her business. So I didn't love that part. And the other thing that I didn't like, that was like a page ago, is that her best friend emails her and she's so excited, and it's such a wonderful email because it shows that she misses her. And she's so excited, but then she learns that she's babysitting her brother, and suddenly she's like, oh, so she's taking over my life, doesn't she? She's babysitting my brother. Next thing you know, she will start working at the cinema as well. I'm like, whoa there. Of course she's babysitting your brother. She's like, her brother has no one else there, and she's the closest person that he knows other than his sister. And he's like, oh, she's spending time with my mom now? What's up with that? I'm like, yeah, she's spending time with your mom. You're supposed to be friends for like 10 years. Her talking a little bit with your mom is not an issue. Why would that ever be an issue? So her freaking out and being jealous and self-centered is not very attractive to me right now. So I'm having those problems with her. But I kind of get it. She's acting like an immature 16-year-old, which is what she is, but she's also extremely homesick. And I remember when I first came up here for university in my first year, the first week I spent here, I was freaking out and having so many breakdowns and being angry at a lot of things. And it's the first time, you know, living alone and in a whole new environment that you don't know, there's no one familiar around you. So I'm giving her an excuse for now because I kind of get it from personal experience. For now, those things are iffy with me, but I will excuse her being jealous about her best friend. Not the slut shaming. I don't like the slut shaming. Other than that, I have my coffee here because I need it. I need it so bad. And I think I'm gonna switch it up now and read a little bit of Lies of La Clamora, because I didn't get to read a lot of it yesterday and I really liked it. And it has this really lush, descriptive kind of writing that needs a lot of attention, so it's not something I can read at night. So I'm going to read that now and I will check back with you later.
Back with Jordan at 2 o'clock, and then you've got the lovely Jess again to give you a bit of relaxation and well-being on this Friday afternoon at 2:30. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful weekend and please look after yourselves and take care. Bye bye.
So, I feel like I need to explain the watching live chats on the Three Company. I don't do it for entertainment. It's just that my phone has broken down completely because I'm stupid and I didn't protect it. Like I didn't put a safety screen or didn't put on a case, so I dropped it one too many times because I'm clumsy and I should know by now. I should know better, but I don't. So my phone, the screen is not responding, and my university is starting back up on Monday. It's Friday now, and I'm in journalism studies, which means I need to contact a lot of interviews for a number of courses, which is practically impossible because I don't have a phone. And the companies do not respond anymore to phone calls because coronavirus. So I'm stuck watching live chats and hoping they will answer, so that's fun. On the other hand, living without a phone has been really interesting because I haven't been procrastinating as much. So that's the positive side, I guess, of this weird ass time. I haven't been procrastinating because I haven't been able to go on Instagram or listen to music, and I've just been doing work and reading and doing stuff. I mean, if you want to procrastinate, you're gonna procrastinate, but it's been nice. It has been strangely nice, actually, not having a phone. But I'm cool and chill now. It's not gonna last because the moment Monday comes around, I'm gonna freak out so badly. But anyway, I'm gonna keep on watching these wonderful live chats and reading my book while waiting for someone to respond to my question. Hello, so it's a bit later and I kind of want to comment on, The Lies of Locke Lamora because this book is so funny. So at this point, we fast forward and Locke is 24 probably, I think, and he's currently doing an elaborate scheme to steal from a very, very rich guy, businessman. And so they stage this entire theft where he pretends to be bitten by one of his friends in the Gentleman Bastards Club, and there is one 12-year-old on top of a roof keeping watch. So he sees a bunch of policemen coming towards them and he's like, okay, I need to think fast and I need to do something. So he falls from the roof and he gets their attention and then he starts running. And at this point, one of the policemen whistles for more policemen to come and help, and he's panicking because if more policemen come to get him, they will get to know what's happening in the alley and they will find out about the trick and about everything. So we skip forward and the whole scheme has been successful and they managed to get close to the Don and secure a business deal and all of that, and they're like, okay, but where's Bug? And the twins of the group are waiting on a bridge, I think, and just worrying their asses off, and suddenly a guy comes with a cart and he delivers a barrel to them and they're looking at him like, what? And the kid was hiding inside the barrel for like 5 hours and he paid someone to deliver him in the barrel, and as a punishment for worrying them so much, they rolled the barrel all the way to the rendezvous place. And it was hilarious. And not just that, the thing that kept coming to my head while reading this scene is the barrel scene from The Hobbit, where all the hobbits are inside barrels and then they jump in the river. There's just something so funny about a person being stuck in a barrel. Last thing to add is that I'm loving the camaraderie thing they got going on, where they're a small group of people and their banter is just hilarious, but they also protect each other. Their chemistry and the way they work together is almost like a family. I always love a group of characters that, you know, do schemes together or heists like Six of Crows. So I'm really enjoying this book. I'm so annoyed. I'm 23% on in Anna and the French Kiss because, I don't know, I decided to switch it up, and Anna and the French Kiss reads really quickly, and I spent 4 hours on live chat with 3 UK, so I needed something easy in my life. And so, you know how Etienne has a girlfriend? And even with that aside, Meredith likes him already. You have Anna, who has been in the school for like a week, and she's like, no, he has a girlfriend, and also Meredith likes him. And she spends, like, she says that in 2 sentences just to remind herself, and she spent the entire rest of the freaking chapter, not just chapters, gushing about him. He looks at her, she melts. There is a sentence here saying Claire is amused. It's only the first week of school. We have all the time in the world to visit your museum. For some reason, my insides squirm. Saint Clair and me and Saint Clair. Girl, you're like a freaking fangirl. She's one of those groupies that follow bands around. It's ridiculous, because she didn't even try to see him as a friend. From like the freaking first second, she's a puddle in his feet. But what about, there is a girl code. Like, I'm so angry. Just at least try to be a decent human being when you see that the guy is in a relationship, and also that one of the people that has been so nice to you and has been your first friend in the school also really likes him, but she has the decency to back off. I get that you need friends, and I think at some point, like, the guy from back in America calls, and we spend like a paragraph of her gushing a little bit about him, but she's not even thinking about him at all. So she had this gigantic crush on him, and they were almost together, and the moment she arrived in Paris, it's Etienne. It's Saint Clair this and Saint Clair that, and it's... Being back in this world is funny. I'm loving Rashim, I think, and Josh, who remind me a lot of Jade and Beck from Victorious, because they're always making out, which is ridiculous. But there's some, like, I love this group of people. They're so funny together. It's just, Anna pisses me off sometimes because she neglects to be a decent human being. So, we're at the point where we meet the girlfriend, who apparently styles her hair in a Parisian sort of way. I don't know what that means. I don't know if there's like a British way to style your hair or an American way to style your hair, but it's a fashionable Parisian sort of way. She proceeds to describe her voice as sultry, and then the moment she arrives, like, she's actually really plain, but she's friendly looking. That doesn't mean I like her. You're kidding. It's like she's decent and nice and likable to every single person as long as they do not pose a threat between her and Etienne. And I'm like, I don't get why she likes Etienne as of yet, because he has the looks, but is that all it takes for you to act this way? Like, for a pretty boy to smile at you? And apparently she's in love with his accent as well, so that's all it takes. Good hair and an accent. I'm enjoying the book and I'm enjoying reading it, and just when I'm having a good time, something like this happens and I'm like, hello. So it's way later. It's 11 o'clock because I sucked today at vlogging. I spent around 4 hours on the live chat, and then I was exhausted, and then I read a little bit from Anna and the French Kiss, and then I decided I should do some uni work, so I spent the rest of the afternoon doing that. But after that I did read quite a bit of Anna and the French Kiss, and I will continue to do that now, but I thought I should close this vlog and conclude it before I do that, because I'm gonna forget it and I don't want to. But it's ridiculous how much I don't... It's not that I don't like it, it's entertaining, but I don't like it. Like, there's so many things I'm iffy about. I do not like Anna at all. I just do not like her. And I'm thinking of doing a completely separate video all about Anna and the French Kiss, like a review, because I've been noting down so many things. I have so many things to say. The bottom line is, so far, she hasn't said a single nice thing about any of the girls in this book. Not one thing. Like, the things she says about the girls are either gonna be insults or her looking down on them, and if she has nothing bad to say about them, she ignores, she doesn't say anything. This book really does not portray healthy female relationships. It's ridiculous. It's all of the things, everything she thinks about is about boys, about Etienne, and if it's not Etienne, it's Toff from America, and it's ridiculous. She looks at other girls as if they're competition. The other thing that kind of made me really angry about this book was, so Etienne learns that his mother has cancer, stage 2 cancer, and he's feeling really low, and weeks pass by where he's not getting out of bed and he's not going to classes, and then Thanksgiving rolls around and everyone is going back home except Anna and Etienne. And she gets him to get out of his room and actually go out and explore Paris and just have a fun night, which is amazing, and it's such a great and lovely scene. It's beautiful. I loved every single minute of it. Until they decided to sleep together. And I was like, he has a girlfriend. What the hell is wrong with you? And not like, they didn't sleep together, like they didn't have sex, but they slept together, like in the same bed, and then they continued to sleep together for the next kind of 3 days. So they would go out for the entire day, and at the end of the night he would just look at her and be like, so should I just wear my pajamas and like join you in a couple of minutes? And she'd be like, she would be hoping he'd say that. And I'm like, boundaries. Boundaries. There is no such thing as boundaries in this book. It's ridiculous. It's annoying me. Because I understand that there is a blossoming romance and then there is an attraction. But she sets no boundaries. She's like a freaking puppy running around behind him, hoping he will notice her. I like all of the characters she's shit-talking more than her. But anyway, I will say more probably tomorrow and in my discussion video, which I have to do because I've noted down so many things. So for now, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I know I didn't vlog a lot today, but oh well. And I will see you in the next one. Happy reading. See you in the next vlog. Bye!